Welcome back everybody to George's Miniature Cars and my collection of 1/18 scale die-cast Porsches. Now I absolutely love Porsches and I collect in all different scales and I found some new ones right over here and this one about towards the end of November 23. And I stopped making videos in October of 23 and I took over a year off. And well, when I found these new Porsches, I thought, wow, this would make a cool video to show all of my Porsches in 1/18 scale. And well, I've been wanting to do this before, but now that I have these other three, I just happen to have 9 Porsches in 1/18 scale. So that's really cool. Absolutely love it. And well, let's start with the beginning, I guess. Well, Bburago was the first brand that I was collecting this 1/18 scale collection in. And as you can see in front, we have a cabriolet. And this is the box up top of the coupe. And they both came in the same boxes. And now the Bburago models I have, this one, that one, that one, that one are made in Italy. So those were the good ones, I think. And I never knew back then that eventually Maisto would buy Bburago and own the brand. So that is really cool. And I love Maisto in their 1/18 scale, and they make great 1/24 scale versions. So let's have a look at the coupe, the box actually. So here's the box that it came in, and well, there's that information there, 356B coupe. And they didn't actually put dates of when they made these, but there's all the cars that they used to have. And of course, 1/24 Super, 1/24 VIP, 1/24 Deluxe, or Bijou, I guess that. And they had 143, and then of course 1/18 scale. And just look at all the cars that they used to make. So that's why I love collecting Bburago. And I collected the 1/24 scale and 1/43 scale. I don't have many of the 1/43 scale left. I gave a bunch away, whatnot, for Salvation Army around Christmas time, whatever. But these 1/18 scale I absolutely love. And well, that's the package here. And there's information on the back. And I think once you open the flap, I'll do that off camera here, then they have information on the inside of the flaps. And so I don't know if that gives you any kind of information on when it was made. That's interesting. So 1990 maybe? Anyways. And then the other flap, open it up, and they got that information there. So anyways, the coupe and the cabriolet are essentially the same die cast. And you can actually see there's a line there. Well, the top portion is actually plastic. But that's okay, I don't mind. I absolutely love the 356. If I could only have one car for the rest of my life, and well, it would have to be a Porsche, and I think probably the 356, I'd pick that because it's such a cool design, the simplest design, and it spawned the whole 911 love affair, the iconic 911. And anyway, so let's look at the Roadster, or the Cabriolet, or drop top, whatever you want to call it. Let's look at the chassis first. Made in Italy, 1/18 scale, Porsche 356B, 1961. And they had pretty nice details. A lot of chrome pieces for the engine, which is really nice. And very nicely done. And there's the engine, lots of chrome pieces inside there too. And just like the real car, everything was replicated very nice. You got the chrome grills there. And very, very nice details for back in, well, 35 years ago now. And so what they actually did was had a chrome piece that had the door handles, window regulator handle and whatnot. And then they just put the interior door panel over top, and that's why you see the gaps in behind the door panels. And same with the dashboard, but very cool, steerable wheels. And this has been on the shelf out of the box, so it's a little dusty, but I think I cleaned it off pretty well. And here's the front, spare tire, lots of nice details, absolutely beautiful. And this is why I love the Italian-made Buragos, because they gave you lots of nice details. Well, they were between 30 and 40 bucks, depending on where you bought them. So I absolutely love these. Now, this is the one I want to show next, and same great details. And this is the 993, the last of the air-cooled Porsches. And I don't have any other 911s, you know, from the first 911 up till now. And I'll definitely be on the look for those, but this is absolutely cool. So we see the bottom here, 1993. 911 Porsche Carrera, made in Italy, Bburago, and the same great details, lots of chrome for the engine. Okay, that wasn't typical for Porsches, but I love Bburago doing that because it just made the car look so much cooler. There's the engine compartment, and then you got the grille and the wing that would normally pop up, slide down. Oh, gotta love that. Just absolutely cool details. And well, this is the last of the air cooled, like I said. And then they came up with, let me guess, 996. Okay. And anyways, that's a really cool Bburago. So that's the last of the Bburagos I have. So let's have a closer look at that one. All right, now I don't want to take all these out of the packaging because there's a lot of work to put them back together, but this is the 996, the new Porsche, new liquid-cooled Porsche that actually had a radiator. And there's those goofy headlights that I don't really care for, but Porsche 9 GT3 Cup is a very cool casting. And you got the opening doors, and then you got the complete roll cage in it. Racing seat. Now you could take it apart and add more paint details to make it look even better, but this is really cool. Now I found this one used, and the hood does open. Oh, hang on. There we go. And of course there's no spare tire, but you got the racing parts, I guess, that you would need. And then the engine hatch opens. And well, it's a typical Bburago with just chrome engine. And then I love the wheels. And these ones had stickers on it for the decals, but I found this secondhand, and I was very happy to get it, just to add it to my collection. So there you go, you got the 996, and then, well, over there, Maisto came out with the 997, and I got to show you that one. Okay, a lot of Porsche aficionados, owners, I guess, didn't like those headlights on the 996. So the 997, they went back to the regular looking headlights that look so much better. And this is a Maisto. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. I was so glad to find it. Now, I found the other two first, and then I was told, oh, well, there's actually a 997. I thought, what? I never saw that. This was at Costco. And so in 2023, towards the end of the year, they brought in these die-cast for $22.99 each. I thought, what? There's a 997, and I went back and I looked through the whole stack of them, and I found one. Oh man, I'm so happy. And let's see, can I get my finger in there? Well, get off camera. And I'm gonna open the hatch too, the engine cover. And so there you go. So some basic details, but still very nice. The interior is absolutely gorgeous. I love it black with red accents. And it's a manual, 3 pedals there. And it's got a little roll bar in there, roll cage. And here's the engine. And not much to see back there, but and like Bburago did, well, you can see there's lots of chrome underneath there for the engine. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous. So anyways, let's look at some more. All right, before we look at the newest Porsche here, we got to go back in time to this very cool Porsche 550 A Spyder, scale 118, Maisto, made in Canada. Or, sorry, made in Thailand. This video is made in Canada. Anyways, this is absolutely cool. And now I've had this for a long time, and I took it out of the box, and I don't have the box, which I should have kept, I guess. Or maybe I do, but I don't know. I'll have to look through my collection. Here, just wipe a bit of dust out. Anyways, little dust doesn't matter. But this is absolutely iconic. This is what made Porsche what they are today. If it wasn't for this car, who knows what the legacy would have been. But unfortunately, this one's been on the shelf, and dust and moisture actually strips chrome without you knowing it. But that's okay, it's a little bit of patina. But how awesome is that? Beautiful details. Maisto did an absolutely wonderful job on these 1/18 scale die casts. And steerable wheels. Let's get the wheels going. That is absolutely fantastic. I love these. Wow. I love all Porsches. Let me get a little goober on my finger first. All right, there's a little stain there, but I got it off. Oh, there's still a bit there, but hey, this was a shelf model, and well, you can rechrome some parts, so that's not a problem. And one neat thing about this casting is, let's pan down here. This one actually has working suspension as well. You can't see it there too well, but that is really cool. And so I got to show this one because, well, one over here, if you can see, that was really neat because it was the Porsche Boxster concept. Now I don't have a 1/18 scale Porsche Boxster, but the concept is very cool. All right, well, this is the older Maisto Special Edition box. And like Bburago, I can't see any copyright information or when it was made. There's just the various languages tell you about it. This one has working suspension as well. And so that's it. So let's take it out of the box. All right, well, there's no information on the flap either, so I don't know when it came out. But I've had this for probably over 20 years now. And this is absolutely gorgeous. This is a concept version of the Boxster. And it's actually a much cooler looking car than the actual Boxster. And well, I'm not going to take it off the base, but as you can see, working suspension. And there you have a spare tire in the front. And there's those headlights. But for the Boxster, I think that was cool enough. And the concept, well, obviously it came out around the same time as the 996. Beautiful wheels on it, beautiful details. Now, that's where the folding top would come out of. It wasn't a hard top at that time, but how cool is that? All right, well, this is a very cool die cast, and I love the newer Porsches, so let's take a look at the newer one. All right, now the black one over here is the same model, it's just black, and this one is blue. And I love it in blue. This is gorgeous. Look at that. And I love the big wing on the back. Taillights. Oh, I gotta move stuff out of the way because I can't move it around without hitting everything. But how awesome is that? And the rear hatch doesn't open. You wouldn't be able to see much of the engine anyways. But of course the door's open. And there is a partial roll cage in there, just like the Cup version. No, the Cup version has a full roll cage. Yeah, okay, the one over there doesn't. Anyways, man, I just love this. And let's see if I can open the... There you go, basic details, but still it's so nice that they have opening features and steerable wheels like they all do. And there you go. Just absolutely gorgeous Porsches in 1/18 scale. Try to get everything in here. So there you go. I hope you enjoy the Porsches. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know which is your favorite Porsche. Which one, if you could only have one car, which Porsche would you want? So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.